Welcome to Slightly More Milk, the #1 voted podcast for adult male children.
If you're working to pay off your student loans and playing with Tinker Toys, we got the right podcast for you.
If you get overwhelmed after a 25-hour work week, we're the guys for you.
Mom really doesn't do the dishes as frequently as you would like her, then load up the old Slightly More Milk, take the edge off.
Doesn't do it and sometimes yells at you about it. Like, it's not my job.
I don't have a job.
So, boys,
you're back.
Yeah, I'm back.
You're back.
Tyler's back from
how many
back.
Okay, how many times did you surrender over there?
I'm gonna edit that out.
Well, no, I don't know, but I think my favorite part of Paris was spitting on the homeless. Honestly, that's probably my favorite part.
Yeah, because what are they gonna do about it?
No, but speaking of Paris, have you guys heard of the Amazon sex position?
All right, go on. Pique my interest.
So, are you talking about Amazon.com, or are you talking about
Amazon sex
say
position?
parcel ready for delivery in 2 minutes?
Or are you talking about Amazonians?
No. Picture a guy on his back with his legs up.
I already have it pictured in my mind.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what it's
a guy
called?
on his back with his legs up and his penis
Yeah.
Pointing behind him.
Yeah, almost. And a girl just comes over and mounts the man and has sex with the man, and just humps him with his legs up.
Oh,
that is the Amazon sex position.
That's what it's called?
Yeah.
That just...
I've seen it.
I feel like I'm living in this weird, bizarro, backwards world.
So Darren's like, my fetish hasn't.
Oh, so that's what they're doing in the Futurama episode.
No, but really, yeah, it's good to be back. I miss being home, and
been gone for like a month.
Yeah, really. I'm basically a man-child who gets homesick after a month at being 23 years old.
Miss my video games.
I really felt good about complaining about being in the most beautiful city in the world. Saying, I just want to be home to my 200-person town.
Would you say it's?
I thought it was really dirty.
Yeah, I was gonna say, would you say it's the most
dirty.
beautiful city?
Most beautiful city. Don't
would
go
you say
there.
it's beautiful? Period.
It's beautiful, but it's also disgusting too. Like, what my least favorite part would be walking through Paris and be like smelling like, that is the most beautiful food I've ever smelled. Like, that's human shit. There's that food back.
Is that baguette again?
That's
there's the baguette from 1 week later.
Yeah, no. Oh my God, and it's just a disgusting city.
Well, from the photos that you have at night, it seems beautiful with all the lights and everything.
That's why they call it the City of Lights. It's like a whole nother world. But I just remember this just came to my head. I videotaped 2 scam artists fighting over one area, so that was really funny.
Wait,
what?
These 2 guys were they go, do you speak English? Yes. Oh, come here, sign this up for me. And while they're signing up, they try to get a mandatory donation from you, or they have the friend behind you pickpocket you. And when you hear, do you speak English? You go, oh, I speak English. And they just blatantly, you're a tourist.
Yeah.
So they do that, and these guys were fighting over it. And my first thing was, instead of splitting them up and killing each other, I took my phone out and started recording them.
Right.
Nice. like any good American tourist would do.
Absolutely. And actually, I was, I think I was so fed up with human beings, because there's so many of them, that I lost all personal guilt of what I was doing. We were in this train, and there was this kid that had a toy and was banging it off the table over and over and over again. Yep. And the parent was doing nothing about it. So I made eye contact with the parent, took my phone out and just started recording them.
Wait, why?
Because I wanted to show people how annoying this fucking child was. Okay. So I just stared him in the eyes and started recording. He's like looking back and forth, and he's like, stop banging. And I put it back in my pocket while staring at him.
Did you pull your fedora over your eyes and retreat into the shadows? My work here is done.
Did you put on sunglasses and then just walk away?
I was just so fucking sick of it. And every time I wanted to travel, there's a baby crying over and over and over again. And plus, people in Paris don't know how to fucking move out of the way in the sidewalk. They don't. They just bump into you. Really? So I was just bumping into people.
Well, isn't that just most cities?
Yeah, probably.
It's the same in New York.
I think
New York's awful.
I think the more people you're around at all times, the more you lose your humanity, which kind of seems kind of weird, doesn't it?
It depends on your kind of biological orientation of extrovert or introvert. Do people take the energy out of me, or do I sustain on the life force of those? I
overload people.
Yeah, I guess that's I exude all of my energy. It's a plague.
It just infects everyone.
It kind of does.
So, what do you guys? How was your guys' month?
You're the one that did stuff.
Yeah, trust me, nobody here wants to hear about what I've been up to.
Dick, how was your month? Absolute tragedy. Great, all right.
Real hot garbage.
Been playing a lot of Darkest Dungeon.
I wrote a bunch of notes down because so many things happen so often that I would forget. So I'm like, I'm gonna write down when they happen.
Very good idea.
Like almost shitting myself in Paris.
What?
Yeah, I really want you to tell me the rest of the story.
We were out because it was the world's the finals at the World Cup.
Oh yeah.
France
Oh right. Yeah,
it.
he was there for it.
Yeah.
It's so crazy.
It was amazing, and they won, and it was absolute fucking
Spoilers, dude.
Dude, come on,
dude.
I got shrapnel from a firework, blew my fucking knee open. It felt really good though. It felt fun.
Yeah, it's a relief.
It was a rush, and then so then
you started war over
I'm going
that.
out there, and everyone's like France, so they won. They have the Arc de Triomphe, which is the Arch of Victory.
Yeah.
So they're all going to walk towards that, which is like a 30-minute walk from where we were.
Mm-hmm.
So I was in a crowd of maybe 10,000 people just cheering, walking to it. And then while I'm going, I'm like, this is so fun. Then I'm like, I'm just going to keep walking.
And I heard it rumbling and grumbling.
And then my stomach's like, no, like... I'm like,
oh, this is very not.
And then I farted, and then I was like, oh, it's there. It's fucking like
knocking on
when
the
I
doors,
farted, it was like.
It locked one in the fucking chamber.
Not like a chick like where I can control. It was like,
yeah.
And then a timer started going down. Like, this thing's blowing, whether you're fucking ready for it or not. It's going.
The pin on the grenade
The
is already pulled.
self-destruct system has been activated.
I think it was food poisoning because I shit my brains out that entire night, and the next day, like it was just like liquid.
I'm just surprised.
But
it's gross.
Everyone, so I'm like, I'm in the middle. I'm 45 minutes away from my apartment, taking the metro, and I look around. Every single store is closed because they're celebrating in the streets.
Yeah.
Every single store is closed. So I'm like, oh, I'm going to shit in maybe 10 minutes. I'm 45 minutes away from my apartment, and all of Paris is shut down.
And all of Paris is right here.
If I get a taxi, you're not going anywhere because you're going to get tackled and you're going to get jumped on, and people are going to go on the streets and go crazy. And like,
really?
I'm picture like fucking Mad Max in the streets, where there's no one like.
There's no rules.
There's
no
road
rules.
So I turn around and start
Everybody's
walking.
giving each other Indian sunburns and wood willies.
So I start walking back down the road, and I'm the only person in Paris going away from Arc de Triomphe. I'm the only person. I am going against a wave of thousands of people.
Jesus Christ.
And everyone's looking at me like I'm so free. I'm like, I'm gonna shit myself.
I'm American.
You know? So I was like,
I'm American. It's fine.
I go against it. I don't know. Fuck you guys.
Hey, contrary or not, I'm free. Leave me alone. Leave me out of it.
We didn't win.
You ever heard of Normandy? I saved you. Let me walk.
I was there. Right?
You have a toilet?
You owe me everything.
But right now, all I really need is a toilet.
Yeah. So, the whole time I'm walking back, I'm just like in my head, just like I'm preparing myself to shit myself. Like if you're like I'm preparing my mind. Like yes, you're gonna be a male adult shitting yourself.
It's like the
you're just
5 stages of grief. You're at acceptance.
I went straight to acceptance because I'm like this is because I was almost guaranteed. Like I knew I was not gonna make it to my apartment. So I'm like, if I hold it in, I'll just do that. So I'm like squeezing the fuck out of my cheeks, like it is ready when I get down to the metro. And I sit down, and right when I sit down, I'm like, right when I sit down, I'm like, no, I can't sit. I'm gonna shit myself if I sit down. But if I stand still,
I'm gonna
about
the metro?
I'm on the metro right now.
No, but isn't there public restrooms?
Aren't there bathrooms?
No bathrooms in the metro.
Oh,
no bathrooms.
Much
no, people in Paris fucking hate public bathrooms.
Really?
What a surprise!
Everybody
does.
If you go to a place in Paris, you're paying for the toilet.
Oh, really?
You're either a customer or they have. I've never seen this before in my life. I went to a train station and there's 20 cent euros that you put into it to open and unlock the door to go to the bathroom.
No shit.
Yeah.
Huh.
Interesting.
You don't toilets and you not shitting yourself. That's a luxury.
Right.
You gotta pay for it.
I'm surprised that at the train station that it's the 20 cent or the 20 euro.
Yeah.
Not 20 euro, right?
But you know, 20 cent euro.
Okay.
20 cent euro.
It's like $45 to use
Yeah,
the toilet.
But I'm surprised that you just didn't use, you can't use your ticket.
That'd be a really good idea.
Because it'd be like,
yeah, we should call France. Maybe
right.
Take something
into
into consideration.
This idea. You talk to us.
No. France's favorite thing in the world is to do everything backwards and make everything harder for yourself. It's really their favorite thing to do.
By not speaking English, motherfucker.
No, they all speak. Yeah, everyone speaks English. I didn't meet one person.
Yeah, that's true.
But it was funny because every time I would say "Parlez-vous anglais?" they go, little. And then they speak perfect English. I'm like, I know little French. Please lay out toilet. Can I please go to the bathroom?
Please, God. Please. Now?
No. Okay, so...
rapidamente.
Back on the story. I'm standing up. I'm like, I'm going to shit myself if I stand. I'm going to shit myself if I go to the bathroom. I mean, if I sit down. So I just started pacing back and forth. And breathe like...
Kyler's like his water's about to break.
Yeah, no.
I was going to ask, is your girlfriend with you this whole time? Or is she going to the Arctic?
She's not laughing. She's just worried. Like, she doesn't want to see her boyfriend shit himself. So we got about... We're on number 13, which stops, so we have to go to 13, walk to number 10 train, and then take the 10 train back to Javel, which is where we are. And I'm about 30 minutes away. So the metro just stops at a place. That's it. I'm going to shit myself. I'm just going to make a mad dash and hope I can find bushes to shit in. So I just start running out of the metro at a random stop because I couldn't make it to another stop. I would shit myself in the train.
Oh my
so
God,
I just
I'm getting so nervous.
So I just start sprinting up the stairs like I have. In 10 seconds, I am shitting myself, no matter what happens. I am shitting myself. I look over to the left. I see an alleyway. There's a sea of people coming one way. Oh, no. Sea of people going the other way, but there's an alleyway with bushes where no one's in. It's desolate, but there's still a sea of people going right.
So you thought.
So I could jump over this pointy fence and just jump right over and shit myself right in there, and I could just pull my pants down, poop, pull my pants back up without
it doesn't entail that
without wiping and then have shit in my buns.
I really like the pause.
Yeah. I'm gonna extend that pause. It's like a jump the pointy fence. Boom.
Exactly. So, but then
I'm surprised you had it into you to like jump, like to do anything.
Yeah, I'm surprised you couldn't even
like
run.
rattling the disaster that was going on.
I wasn't
down
thinking if I jumped, I would shit myself.
Yeah.
I'm like.
So you should.
I'm wearing shorts and I wear very loose boxers, so I just have shit running on my legs.
No. If it's loose boxers and shorts, it just plops out and you're fine. You just keep going.
No, plops out. No, this
was a whole different.
This is exploding out of my asshole at a force unknown to man. Like shotgun blast out of my anus, and then liquid pouring out after.
That's just really good.
So my muscles, my ass are hurting because it's not like where I'm controlling my sphincter. Like
showing my sphincter.
The guys downstairs like, it's gotta go somewhere. It's coming whether you want to or not.
You're about to evacuate.
There's no farts left because when you fart, you can bear a little bit of time.
Yeah.
Just release some of that pressure. Yeah. The farts are done. It's at the gates. It's coming in.
This is so scary.
So picture my
gates of Mordor are slowly opening.
No, it's not opening. Picture this: the gates are closed firmly.
Yeah.
But the people we're getting in there. Dude, like charging and trying to destroy the gate.
The battering ram up against the wall of your colon.
It almost felt like it was like it'd be fun, and then it'd go away, and then it'd come back stronger, and then it'd go away, and then come back stronger. So then when I'm not feeling, I'm like, it's coming. Like the next time it comes back, I'm not holding it. I am shitting myself. I am shitting myself.
Yeah, you've stressed that.
So I see a corner bar open, and I see a guy in there, and I'm like, this bar's kind of open, but it's not. I go in. Hands down and praying like, please, sir, please, toilet. He said something in French. I'm like, toilet? He said something in French and looks at me like, dude. And I'm like, I don't know. Please, toilet. Like, I'm gonna shit myself out. and he just ignores me. And the girl in line goes, he said downstairs. And I'm like, oh. And I see downstairs. I sprint downstairs, open the door. The door slams open because it's one stall.
There's a guy in there squatting like a frog.
And I just shit all over him.
It's hilarious.
I slam open the door, and it's just one private bathroom.
Yeah.
Pull down my pants and explode in the back of the toilet with the door still open.
Oh no!
You didn't even have decency to close the door.
And the force that it came out.
I'm sure it's hard to put into words. So you really don't have to.
Yeah, please do not.
I chuckled myself. It was funny. Okay. But yeah, and then I barely made it back home the second time, and I almost shit myself again. So that was fun.
What would you do? What do you think you would do if you opened it and there was a guy in there?
I would have shot on him.
You wouldn't even have said, get out of here because you're going to get hurt.
There was no
time. Have time.
It was coming.
I didn't have time to close the door.
Yeah, it was coming no matter what.
What happened is, like, you know, in the arcade racing games, like, you pass a checkpoint, you get, like, a 30 seconds extra. That's basically what happened when he found the bar. He got a checkpoint. He's like, oh.
It's like, it's giving me the gumption
it's
I
like,
need to really go.
He got enough energy to...
Like, picture, like, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. I see the bar. 4, 5, 4, 5, 3.
No, no, it was like bar 15, 14.
Yeah, exactly.
Playing with fire.
I was like, I thought I had no hope. I was like,
I kind of wish this story ended with you shit.
I
wish it did. It would have been very interesting. But like, I ran out of the metro in a place I've never been to in my life, just looking and hoping to find anything. Like me looking like, where can I shit in the streets without getting arrested?
I'm imagining like he sprints up and then your girlfriend just slowly walks up, like
she's like texting.
No, like tailing behind, like a good distance behind, like.
No, I just picture myself in slow motion.
You run away and she slowly walks out of the metro.
Pure determination, like me just... And she... No!
Sorry, I'm yawning. That's fucking
that was... Oh, fuck. There's so many good ones. I forgot.
Then this time that I actually shoot.
So we went to Palace of Versailles, and there was a 3-hour wait in line. I was like, Kylie, let's just go home. I fucking hate lines. For some reason, lines just drive me crazy. And I'm like, I'm just gonna go home. But we wait in line for 3 fucking hours.
Wow.
And we go straight to the garden, which the garden is probably the size of Pittsfield. Yeah. So we take a tram.
Pittsfield proper, or the whole town.
The whole town.
Fuck.
It's fucking gigantic. And there's multiple versions of it. It's everywhere.
Multiple levels.
Yeah. No, it's ridiculous.
Garden.
And I'm looking around. My ankle is killing me because I've walked around the whole garden. But we didn't really see most of it.
And then I had to shit really bad.
Thank God, no. So I see a tram, and like it's like a small, like you can fit probably four people per tram, and it's like a little buggy thing that they bring you around. So I'm like, okay, I'll just take that. And I'm like, 15 euros, and it's a tour guide. Fuck yeah, I put it in. There's no tour guide. It's just him going to 3 spots and coming back.
Great.
But it was the best 15 euros I've ever spent in my life because there's a 17-year-old man with his mom.
17-year-old man
or boy, and they're sitting together, and their dad was across, and the kid started kissing her neck.
Huh?
Like he was resting his head on his shoulders, and then he was like, and then go back down.
Are you fucking serious?
Yes, these are the 2 people sitting across from me in the tram. Like I'm touching knees with this fucking incest boy, and I am laughing my fucking ass off. I'm like,
is this actually happening?
Did you take out your phone and start recording and then stare at them?
No, because I don't want them to stop. This is hilarious. So I'm like, this is the best 15 years I've ever spent in my entire life. Like, people gotta spend good money to see this kind of shit. Like, this is a fucking deal.
I can't believe this is happening right now.
So then they start holding hands, and he went back for the neck kiss, and Mom's like, no, right now. I'm like, dude, give your mom some space, dude. She's not horny right now. You guys just went at it. Like, give her some time to recuperate, dude. She's an old lady.
That's so gross.
She's not the young stallion she used to be.
Is this like really obviously his mom?
Dude, 15-year-old, like a 40-year-old, and like a dad with them. Like, yeah, absolutely.
That's.
He was maybe 15, and they're holding like I don't think it was incest, more as in like just very fucking comfortable with each other.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, and not to like try and justify this weird fucking behavior, but it's. I mean, you've seen it's different culture. Like people greet each other by kissing
the 2 cheeks,
the old one too.
Yeah, just open up your cheeks and just.
Yeah.
No, but yes, but like, I was in Paris for a month. I didn't see any fucking. I didn't see
anything on that caliber of incest.
What worried me the most was it wasn't like pecs. It was tender. It was gentle.
Oh.
It was.
He cared.
It was some pillowy lips on the fucking neck, and so I had to deal with that for 35 minutes. And my fucking stomach was killing me by the end.
Were you like laughing out loud, or were you like having to try it? You were.
I was like, this tour is so fucking funny. And this is the Garden of Eden. That's fucking so funny.
You were exhaling extremely hard out of your nose. Like,
I shouldn't know how to drink a water.
And then Kylie would be like on her phone, and he'd start kissing. Like, Kylie's doing it again. we got front row tickets. We got front row tickets. You're wasting my fucking money if you don't look at this with me.
She's doing it right again.
So fucking funny.
No, and then he does the thing that you guys started in high school with I think it was Gabe. He does it. Yeah!
The whole train goes up watching this kid like deliver some sweet pecks on his mom's neck. It's so fucking raunchy. I mean, I'm inclined to believe you. I wasn't there, but it seems like.
Also,
this shit up.
There's so many, and like my favorite game to play in Paris was. Is he kind of just weird, or is he fucking crazy?
Or is he a mime?
Mimes are great though. They look like Charlie Chaplin's. Kind of cool. But I'll be in the subway and there's this guy who keeps staring at me. And I'm like, and this happened all the time. There'd be some people that are just staring at you, and I'll be like, do I want to stare back and fuck with him, or is he just like
is he gonna knife the shit out
is
of
he
me
kind of like
not
just an
listening?
awkward human being, or is he like fucking insane? Like it costs $1 to get in the metro. You don't need to be rich to get on this thing.
Right.
You get the fucking lowest of low. Like this guy could be fucking.
Hey, rich people are insane too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean though. Like,
yeah.
Why do you think? What was I trying to say? Like at concerts and stuff, it's so expensive, so you don't get the crazies.
Sure.
You just got a different type of crazy.
I'm picking up what you put down.
Yeah, but yeah, there's a lot of weird people, and they're just talking to themselves and laughing, just having a great
Really?
fucking time. Like there was one guy who was having the best conversation of his life with him. He was fucking killing it.
Alright.
It's like the guy who did an AMA on Reddit when he was drunk and he just answered his own questions. Oh, fuck you. It's like he asks himself how drunk he is. Like, hey, why don't you shut the fuck up? And like a reply comment. I want to know actually what. Sorry, go on.
I was gonna say, you're sure that they didn't have Bluetooths in their ear?
No.
Yeah, in the bathroom.
Okay.
He was just talking to his own peeps.
Yeah.
No, there's no.
The acoustics in here are great.
I could tell because he wasn't wearing shoes and a tattered shirt.
Yeah. Okay. Never mind.
With a big bushly beard.
Did you investigate the drug scene at all there? Like.
I didn't know there was a drug scene there.
No, it's not specifically what I was asking. Like, what is it like? Like, are they super liberal on that stuff, and weed isn't, people are smoking bones in the street and like dropping acid in their spare time?
I did smell weed on the streets every once in a while.
I mean, that's not surprising.
And I'd be like, but no.
That's what I would do every time.
I did it.
I remember who I was with. I was in a restaurant.
Someone's got that devil's lettuce in here.
Am I right, dude?
Yeah, you're making some space cake.
I would embarrass Kylie because every time I smell Mary, I'd be like, someone's smoking that wacky tobacco on the street here.
She's like, I hate you so much.
Yeah. I call it wacky tobacco every single time. She's like, can you shut the fuck up and get a new joke? I'm like, that's funny.
It makes me laugh, you know?
Yeah. I was just about to say something and then I forgot.
I'll tell you something I did.
Yeah.
About weed. It was funny.
Yeah.
I went to trivia last night. And I ordered buffalo wings because I got there really late. So I ordered the wings. And I was talking to the people at the table about, like, we were talking about weed or whatever. And the waitress comes over and has 2, like, plates. And she's like, all right, we got wings. And I was still talking about weed. I was like, oh, that weed's for me. And she was like, what?
Sorry, I'm like...
Sorry, yeah, I'm just like really big. No, I was like, the wings are for me, not the weed. But everyone else at the table was like, fucking cracking up.
That is actually hilarious. Were you embarrassed?
I was kind of embarrassed because she totally heard, but I was more weirded out by the fact that you could only order the wings 6 at a time, and they brought it on 2 plates.
What?
Yeah, I ordered 12 wings, and they brought me 2 plates of 6 wings.
It's very odd.
Were they different?
No
flavor. Oh.
No. That's the thing. I was like,
I was gonna say if they were like different sauces.
I went to the farm over in Dover.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It was cool. It was a nice place, and the trivia was weird. They just kind of like shouted it out really loud, and like you couldn't hear them half the time. But
and they couldn't hear your answers either.
Well, we wrote them down. You submit them after.
Okay.
Oh.
That's how it usually goes.
Oh, I thought it was like, well, it depends on the place and like, because like some places have like tablets or whatever at the table, and you.
Oh yeah, like Buffalo Wild Wings or something.
Yeah.
No, this is like old fashioned, like gather once a night for trivia. It was cool. I want to do more trivia. My older brother has a trivia team, over in San Diego. He and a couple of his buddies from work, coworkers, and some of his friends. They're he spelled it posse, but with like an extra E and a U and like an accent letter on every single mark, like
gross.
the posse, something like that. And came up second.
Neat.
I came second recently, and that's like a big thing. So he's like, "Whoa, trivia team!" I'm like, okay, that's really weird.
That's kind of funny though. Trivia's fun.
Do you get
I
anything
fucking
from
love
it?
trivia.
You usually win like a $10 gift card or something like that.
$10 for every member of the team.
Dude, yeah.
Okay, that's pretty.
No,
That's a pretty
they
good.
throw it in the middle, make
Yeah.
you fight for it.
Fucking chugging
Well,
up
like I didn't know. I didn't know if it was like
You
here's
record
the
it and make more money
like
off it.
here's this $10. Like you won this $10 gift card as a team. Here's your $10 gift
How
card.
you split it up? I'm just giving it to you, dude. I just
Get an
work here.
app,
I
I guess.
just work here, man.
when Maggie and I did trivia up in Hillsborough, we were the Danny DeVito fan club, and we came in like third and got a free drink.
How many Danny DeVito questions were there?
There were 0 Danny DeVito related questions.
Well, that's
And
why
then,
you came in third.
You know what was the worst part? The guy who read it was like, third place or fourth place, something like that. The Danny DeVito.
DeVito.
It was like he didn't know who he was. I'm like,
He might have never seen it.
and then he was like
written.
fan club, like he didn't get it.
He
I was like,
might
it's
have
high
never
art.
he might have never seen DeVito written out.
Written. Yeah,
So-
but you think you could garner some information from
D-E
context clues?
D.E. Vito.
Yeah.
DeVito.
D.E. Vito. Give it up for Danny D.E. Vito.
To answer your question though, about the culture of them, like, or how liberal they are over there. It's not. It's they're very liberal with their ways, but they're also super into manners and etiquette. They have a lot of etiquette.
Yep.
That seems to be a lot of other countries besides us.
super rude to have your hands on the table.
Under?
Interesting.
Wait, like
What about elbow?
so like
What about elbows on the table?
That's not, they don't really care about that, but under the table is very rude.
Huh.
Because it's just like, what are you doing? Like, why can't I see your hands? And then
you better not have
I
a
think
gun.
it stems from a mafia historical perspective. What are you doing on the table there?
Let me see your hands, little.
See your hands, s'il vous plaît.
S'il vous plaît.
Let me see that leg gun.
It's just I got made fun of by these waitresses.
Constantly.
Because you're American.
Constantly.
No,
No,
it's
it's
because they
'cause
did.
he's
Kylie got a soup, and they're like, what would
She got a soup.
a soup, and
So wait, what does a soup come with? Does that come with a salad or more soup?
She got it as a yeah. They just
Soup with a side of soup.
all I think of
Do you
is
want
a big,
anything else? I really like soup.
all I think of is like a bowl of soup with a little half bowl connected to it with other soup.
Or like an Irish like a cocktail, like there's a thing of soup floating in the middle, but it's the same soup. It's just separated by this thin membrane of paper that it's
she takes the soup bowl, another one, just drops it. Oh, fuck!
it's like
Woo! Yeah, another one, please.
keep them coming, Granny. No, it's like a thick bean stew. Like,
Or any
Oh, yeah.
sits in your stomach like a fucking rock.
More chalk in it next time, buddy. I want to feel it go down. Can I have like more soup, but like without water?
Slightly more soup, please.
So you want beans? Yeah, no soup, just beans.
Do you guys have bean water?
With a side of pickle juice? Fuck
Are you
me
thinking
up,
about
dude.
coffee is just bean water?
You would shut up. But yeah, but
You want to shut the fuck up?
so she got a shot of soup, and I was like, "So, sir, what would you like for an appetizer with her soup?" I'm like, "Can I have your fries?" And she was like, "Fries as an appetizer?" I'm like,
You're like, okay, French fries. You made me say it. Thanks.
I didn't think that I'd have to since I'm here.
Like, can I just have like French fries as an appetizer? And she's like, I don't understand. Like, you want like the meal French fries, like the side of French fries for an appetizer? I'm
Do
like,
you want the French fry?
no, I'm like, no.
Is that what you want?
Yes. Can I please have fries? And she didn't have. So she's like, hold on. She got another waitress. She's like, sir, what do you want? French fries? as an appetizer, sir. I'm like, yeah, I just want some fucking French fries. Like, what?
It's a fucking tall order over there.
Is it that hard to make fries? Like, you gonna go back and wash out the fucking potato? Oh, give me fucking fries.
Yo.
Hey, Frank.
Yeah, you gotta fucking hear this guy.
So they go, yeah, if you want fucking fries, you freak.
You sneer, chuckling, whatever you want.
You want fucking like dried lettuce too, you fucking loser.
You have to come see. This American. He wants fries with food.
I didn't fucking get what the weird like fries is a great appetizer, is it not?
Well, usually they're a side and not an appetizer, though.
How many times have you gotten cheesy fries just as like a little?
Well, that's
meal,
that's kind of different.
Well, different ball game. Dude.
But the menu was like the weirdest shit too. Is like
because if it's
we are the weirdest shit. We're at a French fry restaurant.
But like in America,
we're at the French fry.
But in the French fry,
like you go to a French fry restaurant, like we're known for our French fries. French fries. I'm not just
this fucking guy.
Really? No, you have a burger
idiot.
for an appetizer, and your main meal is the French fries.
Your main meal is just one big French fry. We take three.
It's
three
just
potatoes,
a potato.
We take 3 potatoes, solder them together, cube them.
Edible stitching, and just stitch that bad boy together.
That would be cool, actually. I would do something
The
like
stitching
that.
is bacon.
No, they don't.
Yeah, like a bit.
They're not big fans of bacon.
Like a homunculus baked potato for 8 that feeds 8, and they stitch it together and fill it with like sour cream and bacon.
And they write on ketchup on the homunculus like "kill me."
Kill me.
Eat me, please.
Abomination.
But
Good restaurant
but you think,
idea.
as Americans, you think, wow, the waitresses laughed at you. Like the customer is first. Fuck no, the customer is not first in Paris. You are honored. They're letting you eat their food.
Because
you don't owe them fucking shit.
Yeah, because they don't have the.
No, you don't tip.
They do heavy on social security.
Yeah, their waitresses get an actual wage.
Right.
Yeah, which is fucking weird that you're not supposed to like.
That's not the norm. Yeah. The other thing, the flip side of that coin, waitresses getting minimum livable wages, but road work is it's all government done, and you're already paid. Basically, you're gonna get paid whenever you finish it. So like, Ryan was in Germany, and he's like, dude, I didn't see one person like out on the road work for like the entirety of the time I was here. Like, you think mass is slow? They don't like. It doesn't matter. Like, it's gonna get done either way, whether they do it or not. So it does. They take their fucking time.
People are much more patient. Like,
well, that's probably some of it true.
And it's like people are just used to being fucking sweaty all the time. Like, there's no AC in Paris. There's none. Like,
well, there's also no AC in England too.
It
might just be a Europe thing.
I think it's because they're such old cities that their electrical system's not very good. And plus, if you think about it, us as Americans, when you started,
not Paris. Paris was, I mean, yes, it's an old city, but that's not to say it hasn't been renovated over the years.
No, it hasn't been. It has been renovated, but they're also super into not changing the looks of it.
Yeah.
You can't build over a certain length in Paris.
What?
You can't build over.
You're
certain
height. Because of the catacombs.
There's one skyscraper that they put up, and they fucking hate it. They think it's the biggest eyesore in the world. Like, it's like it's just this giant fucking.
It's the Eiffel Tower. Like, oh.
No, did you know they hated
these fucking eyesore? Every day I have to look at it.
No, I'm serious.
Not even the most skilled mind can put me in the box to hide me from this monstrosity of metal.
You guys are right. You're right. In 1899, the World Expo was in the 1900.
Yeah.
And they wanted to, and it was in Paris, right in this garden. And they go, how are we gonna fucking blow the socks off these people? So like, let's build a
big old building.
I want to build a giant building, and they built the. French people, awful at naming things. Awful. Eiffel Tower, 300 meters. It was a 300-meter building. That's what they call it. The 300-meter tower is what they call it, and it's just 300 meters.
Why? That's so lame.
And then
it's like a unique building.
Yeah, and like, but it sounds French, so it sounds beautiful, and like, oh, what's this room called? It's called like in French, and they're like, oh, what does that mean? Oh, it means fancy room in French. I'm like,
what does that mean for this room? It's the dining room.
Yeah, exactly.
That does remind me about the new one they put up in Boston. What do they call it? Building with doors and windows. It's great.
Exactly.
That's not an art project?
No.
That sounds like an art project.
I thought I was being funny.
It's called poop.
Poop.
It's called poop. No, but and when it first was built, when they finished it and they saw this beautiful thing of creation, they're like, this is fucking hideous.
Really?
they wanted to tear it down after the expo, but they made so much money off it.
Yeah.
But the guy who
sure
built
they still do.
They make disgusting money. So they just kept it. But then after like 30 years, they just dealt with it. And then they, it's known. Like if you think of Paris, the instant thing that comes to your mind right away is the Eiffel Tower. Nothing else.
Baguettes. What?
Baguette sandwiches are the fucking best.
Yeah.
Oh
What's
my
the food there?
God. Oh, lackluster.
Did you eat escargot?
Nope.
Shut up.
I had McDonald's like 8 times there.
You remind me of remember Adam from college?
Yeah.
He ate cheeseburgers and peanut butter sandwiches exclusively as his diet. And we would have the big exotic dinners that only came around once a semester. Like the
you're that burger.
he would pass right by the like dumplings, boneless ribs, like congee, like every like exotic like ethnic food. And he would sit down with, like, a salad with no dressing, a piece of toast with peanut butter on it, and, like, a nasty-ass cheeseburger.
I would just look at him like, I hate you.
Yeah, I'd be like, dude, there's roast duck right there.
No,
it's really good.
That's why I didn't want it, because they had duck. They put salmon in everything.
Yeah,
salmon,
sounds
really?
so cool.
Everything.
Huh.
Everything. And
No,
I had cordon bleu once, but made me almost shit myself in Paris, so I didn't eat it after that. And
That's what it's French for. It's what it's French for. Tourist shit pants.
Beautiful language. But what was I gonna say?
The food.
Yeah, the
Mickey
food.
D's exclusively the whole
Yeah,
time
because
while you're there.
it's cheap. And I was a poor boy. Like,
Did you drink a lot of coffee?
no.
I kind of want to see what the coffee is.
I yearned for Dunkin' Donuts, and then I got back and had Dunkin' Donuts, and it was fucking
I knew
disgusting.
you were pleasantly unsurprised.
Yeah, I'm like,
it's
wow,
a weird turn of
this
phrase.
is like coffee, but like watered down. Like, why did I miss this?
It's like a hint of coffee. It's a suggestion. Like, you could have coffee.
Think about it. You could have made this.
done it
It's
yourself.
very. I'm not a huge fan of coffee. I like the cream taste of coffee.
Mm-hmm.
They don't like. It's just like, you want coffee, like bam, like that's a fucking
Espresso.
yeah, like. But
Espresso.
back in the thing. When you go out to eat, you're there for 3 hours. Like,
Yeah,
a restaurant is the thing. Like, with us,
It's
it's
an
like,
event.
oh, let's go get dinner and then something else. Like, Americans, when
Same
they're
with
done,
Mickey D's too, which is weird.
when they're done eating, they get the fuck out. Like, they're like, okay, I'm done. Check, please, sir. Give me my
really?
fucking check. Yeah.
Oh, because usually whenever I've gone out with my family, we usually end up spending
I don't.
hours.
I am so ready to go.
Depends on- yeah,
When I'm
I
done
guess it
eating,
depends on the
family
family is, but
Like, my family's close. I'm just like, we're like on to the next thing. Like, dinner is just something.
You also
Like,
have trouble talking to each other consistently.
yeah, but like, it's like, okay, we eat and then we do something else. With
Well,
them, it's like, oh, we'll go out to eat and then go home.
well, usually it's like it was like we'll go see a movie and then we'll go out to eat.
Oh,
and
so
then
smart. I usually eat before the movie. So
yeah,
that's why I
no,
like
we usually always ate after the movie.
What was I gonna say though?
Because
With
if
that-
anything, you can talk about the movie.
true. But like a very popular thing in French is you get coffee after you're done eating all the
Yes.
time. Like,
Mickey
and
D's, you get your cocktail.
Yeah.
After your Big Mac, you get
Yeah.
your mocktail.
can I just like a shot of vodka after my Big Mac, please?
You want it in the Big Mac or
I love it. Like
You put it on top.
vodka McFlurry?
it's just great too. Like, you can get Uber Eats and they just send you beer.
That's
Like,
fucking awesome. That's
like,
rad.
They don't give a. They don't. You
That's,
can, you can look if you're 12. You're getting alcohol. They don't
Right.
give a
That's
fuck.
that's a lot of other major cities as well. We just don't have it because we're
Fucking
nothing.
bumfuck Eastern.
Yeah, well, that and plus they're in the
United
city, so like they're gonna take a metro. We're gonna, if we drink like at like 16, we're gonna get hammered and kill like a family of 4
Oh
in my
well,
car.
no. I meant the Uber Eat thing.
Oh, Uber Eats is great. I fucking love
Like
Uber Eats.
I'm just saying because we don't have that here mostly because we're just a small town
I know,
and we
I
don't
wish.
have much.
Do they drink
Like,
a
if
lot
you-
of? Sorry, I didn't.
I think if you go
interrupt
down to Nashua, I think they might have it. But
Oh, for sure.
yeah,
Especially in Boston too.
yeah.
Like that was another weird thing that I'll talk about in a second. But did they drink a lot of beer there?
What is that green one that starts with an H?
Heineken.
Fucking.
Yeah, they love.
They
Heineken.
love their goddamn
Love their
Heineken in
Heineken.
Paris. Oh my
It's
god.
a really popular foreign beer.
You go, which is actually the French Expo where they made the Eiffel Tower. I forgot who made it. I think it's the Dutch or something. They brought Heineken for the first time to Paris and fucking never left.
Yeah.
Like, you go into a.
Oh, I hate this tower, but this drink.
You go,
So malty and delicious.
so fucking good.
This podcast will be filled with frequent references to mediocre French impressions.
Oui, baguette.
Oui, baguette, Eiffel Tower, croissant.
Oh, I spit at you.
Fart in your general direction. direction. Your mother was a hamster, and your father smelled the elderberries. That's more Scottish.
My favorite thing, though, is everyone was so, like, blatantly what they were. Like, guess what America did for the expo?
They brought Duff beer.
A gun.
No, yes, they brought John Wayne over, and he was doing gun tricks. No, they brought not John Wayne, Billy the Kid or some fucking like famous like Western.
Billy Idol, yeah.
Whoa,
He's just in his fucking big leather jacket, like high out of his fucking mind.
Yeah, but like yeah, and they're just very super friendly there. Everyone's super kind. It's not really like people like, oh, Paris people hate Americans. They fucking don't.
No,
they really
bring money.
Yeah,
they don't.
A lot of the tourism's from
like
there.
I don't get why the whole thing.
Or
is...
Japan. Japan also has a really big thing for Paris. Like a lot of.
Oh, it's
a lot of students and all that.
Is that racist?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Think that out.
Okay.
No, but like it's just constant. Like there's probably 50% Asians.
Really?
In Paris, like it's extremely popular.
France and Paris is a big destination spot for
A
Japanese.
No
and
shit.
other
a lot of
Asian
Middle
cultures.
Eastern people too. A lot of Middle Eastern.
Really?
And
I'm surprised. But...
not a whole lot of Americans, I would say, because it's just so expensive to travel that far.
Yeah, across the fucking ocean.
Yeah, exactly. And so when I was there, the worst I've ever hated someone was we went to this American breakfast place. I hated it. I will never eat bread for breakfast again. They had the most like, oh, we'll just go get some breakfast. We'll just have like a little bit of bread, some coffee. I'm like, I want pancakes. I want French toast. I want some bacon. I want some eggs.
I want some your toast.
When I walk in here, yeah, I don't want some bread. I want some American toast, please.
No, you say your toast to the French waiter. Like, they're like, what?
You know what it is.
You got any of your people's toast in the back room?
Get maybe some your people's fries.
Afraid I don't know what you mean, you racist piece of shit.
So I go in there to this American diner. It's called the American Diner.
Nice.
And you walk in like Pulp Fiction pictures. And,
really?
Yeah.
Sweet.
And they're playing like...
That's a true experience, really.
And they're playing like 1920s music.
You
from,
can
like,
play
America.
Mafia 2 on the Xbox.
And I'm in there, and I'm sitting down, and there's the group of 6 girls behind me, and they're like, oh my god, Becky, I got so fucking drunk last night. I'm like, how fun is Paris? Like, it's not anything like America. I think so.
Yeah.
You remember John? Yeah, I slept with John last night. Becky, you whore! You said you were down there.
This is like out of a sitcom.
And I go walk over there. I ask the waitress. I go to the waitress. I'm like, those actors to get the true American experience, fucking beautiful. That I feel like I'm back home. Thank you. Like beautiful. Like this is the true
magnifique, as you would say.
And then when you walk out, they have a guy going, thanks for coming. I really appreciate your work. No, like true American. Like no, I'm just kidding.
Oh, okay.
they really show the dread.
Thank you for coming to Paris. I love you.
the waitress, they really showed the disdain for humans like America does.
Just like back at home. Back home.
No, but that was probably I hated it
What
so
did they
much.
serve you at the American diner?
I had pancakes, not crepes. I don't fucking eat crepes.
Why?
Yeah, why?
Crepes are so good.
They're like pancakes but slimmer.
Diet pancake. Dude.
No, they're smaller and they're also more portable, kind of. So like you can get
they fit way easier in your pocket, in your wallet. You need to use the bathroom, so you're like running into the store. The guy's like, no, paying customers only, and you like slyly open your wallet and just like expose a little crepe.
Do you take crepes?
Do you take chocolate chip?
My favorite part though, holy shit, going into really fancy, the Palace Theater, or no, State Theater, you go there and then it's called Lafayette Street, which is like fucking expensive. Like the cheapest thing there is 900 euros.
Whoa.
For clothes.
No
and like
shit.
I went to Gucci and they looked at me and they were like, no,
not you.
I just want to go and browse. They go,
No, you got that stink.
you're not right. You're fucking. There's holes in your shirt.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
We have a lot of suits without protective covers on them. You can't come in.
Yeah. I'm serious. They don't have cameras. They have guards, and they're like
armed guards everywhere.
Yeah, that was weird too. But yeah, they're like they won't let you in if you look poor. Like, how much money you got? I have like 10 euros I could spend. Like, you can't afford to breathe in this store.
Tyler walks in, the cashier turns to him, he goes, "Ha! No!
No.
I did sneak in though, because my brother really wanted Gucci. He was like, "Can you get me Gucci shirt in Paris?" Like,
he actually asked you to get that for him.
So then I took a picture of
Got it.
I took a picture of a plain white T-shirt in there that was 950 euros. I go, yeah, no.
Yeah, okay, good. I was gonna say you didn't cave.
And
you walk up to them, you're like, "Can I get a photo?"
like, yeah, 500 euros for a photo.
I went into Saks Fifth Avenue for a suit. Was trying on suits all day. I tried on a $2,500 suit. It's magical. It's really like
they
really
let you?
Yeah. It's a really interesting and like revealing
How
experience.
comfy is
Yeah,
it?
you're like, oh my god, like it doesn't feel like I'm wearing anything because
Yeah.
I'm supposed to wear this. But they had Gucci shades in there. It's like $500 for a pair of sunglasses.
There's a G on it.
It looks like I have those. I got those from a gas station. I already have those.
Yeah.
They're just like have a brand name on them.
Like Supreme. Like,
And
it's just
I'm
a red
not
fucking.
the first person to ever realize that.
No, but it's like
But
Supreme.
it still is kind of amazing once you actually see how similar they are. And
It's
you're
just all about how you brand things. Like Supreme. I remember you could buy those $20 fucking dollar hats of Supreme way back when Tyler the Creator started wearing it. And now, it's like $800
Yeah.
shirts. Like,
Yeah.
and it's the same look. It's the same things. Same, like, completely different price. That's
Yeah.
it. But all because of how they marketed it.
a couple of my buddies got coupons for Supreme neck bling. They bought my Jewish friend bought a Lion of Judah like gold chain. And my other buddy bought one that had the 100 emoji on it. I'm not making this up. He actually bought a gold chain that had the 100 emoji on it. It's like $17 because of all the like crazy discounts. Dude, this is the most flimsy, put a quarter in, twist it, and get out of a fucking plastic ball piece of jewelry I've ever seen. Like for its
Well,
price.
it was $17 though.
Exactly. Like that's like 95% off.
Oh,
They
shit,
were
really?
like $150, $200
Yeah,
chains.
it's all about
And
marketing.
it looked like it was like brass, like spray painted to look like gold.
It is very weird.
It's a racket.
And I also hate that you can't watch Hulu or Amazon.
I know, you're behind on your anime, dude.
You can watch Netflix, and they have like such a good selection of movies, but it's only you can only watch it in French.
they're all in
I
French.
tried adding it to my list. No, it's all in English.
You should
If you
try
go
watching it in
if you go
French.
to a movie theater in Paris, it's going to be American, and it's going to have American English,
Really?
and it's going to have French subtitles on it.
Really?
Yeah.
That's annoying for them.
Yeah, but they all speak English. So.
They all watch anime. They're used to watching subbed. So we're
Sub,
watching the
not
new season of Attack on Titan.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Dude, it's fucking tense.
It's really wild. The only qualm I have with it was the intro song that put me to sleep and made me check to make sure I didn't have anything else running on YouTube.
Oh,
It was like
I don't
super
know. I'm
mellow and quiet,
yeah.
and it's like, that guy died, this guy did that, this guy
Yeah.
did that, like everyone's dying, holy shit.
Yeah.
And now it's
I don't know.
spoilers,
I kind of like this opening because it's not as super hype action as the other ones.
but that's what I wanted of Attack on Titan.
I know, but I think it's because of this season and it being more. Like, I have a feeling like we're going to learn a lot about Eren, Mikasa, and
Yeah,
Armin
it's-
because the opening frames them growing up and that weird scene where Eren runs into himself and it's
That was kind of strange.
Mikasa, Yukasa, you know what I'm saying?
That's all we have for the show today, ladies and
and
gentlemen.
Go on.
Motherfucking, I feel like they're packing so much more into each episode that I can't tell if it's more drama oriented and politic oriented,
It is.
or if it's more like
it is
action packed.
It's, well, this arc that they're doing is a lot of politics and all that. Like, that's kind of how the manga goes. It goes like it's super action, and then it goes into like Game of Thrones type.
Yeah, it's really
like,
getting there.
Espionage and like.
But there's
oh,
still there's some heinous shit happening.
yeah, there's
too.
crazy.
It's ridiculous.
Those torture scenes
I know.
are fucking ridiculous.
That was pretty brutal.
It reminds me of Breaking Bad, where like you'd watch an episode and be like, "What the fuck?" So many things
Tyler.
just happened that I cannot comprehend.
Tyler, we're 3 episodes in, haven't seen like a Titan, and it's been the most tense I think it has been throughout this whole
some
series.
of the most intense movies ever. And
I
just
don't have Titans.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy.
It's set in one room.
But no, it's just like, oh,
Living Cloverfield Lane.
that's a good
Similar.
movie.
Really good. John Goodman.
10.
That's like my
Cloverfield Lane.
favorite. Is it 10?
Yeah, it's 10.
I was thinking of the
That's the
sequel.
most Tyler thing you've ever done.
11 Cloverfield Lane.
Slightly mess up something.
Yeah. caught in Obsidian Oblivion every time we play Minecraft.
I got used to it after a while.
No, you
So
didn't. It was a hideous accident, and I never want to do it again.
You said robots. Robots.
Robots?
Robots?
For robots?
Yeah, you used to say that all the time.
Yeah, because it's funny. It's not wrong.
Robots.
Zoidberg says it in Futurama.
Oh, he does?
Yeah.
Hooray! Now everybody is paying attention to the robots. Oh.
Oh, I made myself.
All you must do is cower like a weakling in the dumpster.
There's a new movie or a new show, animated show coming out that kind of looks like Futurama on Netflix. I forgot what it's called, but it
Disenchanted?
looks. Yes, it looks actually pretty interesting.
I don't know what that
in
is.
it. He's a demon in it.
Are you serious?
He's
It's
like,
a new Matt Groening
and
animation.
Oh.
And it's like
yeah, so it is by him.
Futurama style, but fantasy.
Really?
Oh,
it's
yeah.
got
Oh
Eric-
no, I haven't heard anything of that.
Oh, really? It's been in
Yeah.
development for a while. Harry and I are like super stoked about
Haven't
it.
heard
Yeah, it
anything
looks
about
really
that.
good. And Eric Andre is a little demon that sits on the guy's shoulders, like tells him to do some heinous
Yeah,
shit.
that's fucking awesome. I didn't know
See,
that.
See, I'm really excited for the new
You gotta
Castlevania
get
series
Instagram,
starting
dude.
up in October.
The new what?
Season 2 of Castlevania on
It's an
Netflix.
animated series?
Is there webs in it?
Huh?
Is there
Yeah.
webs?
Oh yeah. No, you.
Nice.
Dude, you see Trevor go around. Like, it's great. Although
You see him go around.
I would say wait until season 2 comes out to start watching it, because season 1 ends on a really big cliffhanger.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they got the band together, and then you're like, yeah, here we go, and it stops.
I like that. That's awesome.
It was like, oh.
What the fuck happened with One
Speaking-
Punch Man, by the way?
Oh,
What's taking
I don't
so
know.
goddamn long?
I don't know what's happening with that development and all that. But
So
I was
we're
going
going,
to say, speaking of Castlevania, the
I lost
Nintendo
my phone. Can't find it.
the Nintendo Direct that was
for it
earlier.
later.
The Nintendo Direct that was earlier today.
Yep.
Showed off a whole bunch of new characters.
For Smash?
For Smash, for the
Oh,
new
yeah,
one.
you were telling me.
We have Simon and Richter Belmont now. Took them 19 years to put a Castlevania character in Smash.
They needed at least 35 Fire Emblem characters, so
Speaking of that, Crom is now in
I heard
Castlevania. In Castlevania.
Woo! Crossover!
But we don't, because
Why did they put another
Well-
fucking Fire Emblem character? I want Donald.
well,
I
from
want Danny DeVito.
I'm surprised that Crom wasn't in there originally.
No, I liked it because they put in Robin, who is your character.
Yeah. Well, that was because it's your character they put in Robin.
It's just funny though, but they put so many Fire Emblem characters in because they're trying to sell it so hard to us.
Yeah.
It's all advertisement.
Yeah. Oh, there's a Dark Samus. Dark Samus is now in it
Like as a separate character?
as a separate character.
I didn't know there was a Dark Samus.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Dark Samus.
What else do they
So
well,
she's an Echo Fighter of Samus, but again, Echo Fighters aren't exact
why-
copies.
But what? So it's kind of like Dr. Mario and Mario.
Yeah, kinda. And she has a really cool idle animation when she's just standing there. She's floating.
Oh, that's
Like,
cool.
she's just floating and looks really ominous. She looks really good.
I am very surprised they did not add any of the champions from Breath of the Wild into it.
I think there are assist trophies.
Either that or maybe like on the map too, because I know they're adding a Breath of the Wild map into it.
Yeah.
Why don't they add the Contra guys? I want those two dudes. That'd be sick. That'd be so sick.
I mean, they got Snake. They already have a Konami person in there.
know.
They could get him.
And Mega Man, right? No, it's Capcom.
Mega Man's in there. Zero is now an assist trophy.
That's awesome.
Zero shows up and it's... Oh, and the best thing, and I'm really excited for this, because whenever one of us gets a Switch and we start playing, they added multiple different things. Like there's a level... There's a level morph thing that you can set that it will randomly... Or you can set it randomly or at a certain time. The stage will just switch to a different stage.
That's awesome.
So you could be like in Battlefield, and then because you select 2 stages at the beginning. So you select Battlefield and let's say Luigi's Mansion stage, and at whatever, at random or whenever you decide, it will just switch to Luigi's Mansion,
God.
and then we'll switch back at some
I
point.
cannot wait to go from Smashville to
And-
Town City.
And they finally added for Final
Every time.
Smashes, they've added it. There's a meter now. You can there's the normal Smash Ball that you can get, but then there's a meter as well, and those will use
Like in Mortal Kombat.
kind of like think of a special meter, and you
Yeah.
have to build it up. And you build it up, and it does a less powerful Final Smash. So I would love to just have that on, because we never saw the final Smashes, really.
It's like Greninja hawks a huge loogie at you.
Who gives a shit about Final Smash? I want to
because they look really cool.
That's not how you play Smash, though.
Yeah, it's the competitive mindset within you that set there by Melee.
Yeah,
when
but
people found exploits to make a children's game into a competitive gaming.
But Tyler, you just turn off Smash Balls and then you have that meter going.
Oh, is that like for competitive? That's the.
I don't know. I don't know. This is just what they showed. You can probably turn it off.
Who do you think's going to be the most OP character?
I don't know. They're adding King K. Rool.
King K. Rool.
King K. Rool.
Cloud.
That's gonna be the
King K. Rool.
They can't do it again.
We extended Cloud's sword.
So
we felt that he didn't have enough reach.
We gave Cloud his Ultima weapon from Final Fantasy VII. He has a longer reach now.
So also
Sephiroth is now in in the
added
attacks just cover the screen.
We added an extra button on the controller for 4 other final moves he can use. No other character can use that button. It's just for Cloud.
It's just an extension. They'll be available. It's real cheap, $69.99.
We call it the Cloud button.
So as we know, our main man Goku didn't make it into the final cut and fucking Waluigi or Donkey Kong, which I can't believe they didn't put Donkey Kong in it, which is ridiculous. But
yeah, he's talking about OG Cranky Kong.
Oh, wow. Okay.
No, Donkey Kong's totally in.
Yeah, Donkey Kong's totally
fucking confused.
Could you imagine that they ripped Donkey Kong out and put King K. Rool in?
Expected him not to notice.
Yeah, everyone's in. Everyone for every game.
Except you.
Disclaimer, except Donkey Kong.
Not you.
Like, you know when they're...
all the ultimate meme.
You know when all the characters, like, come splashing by their splash pages, and, like, if you cut it frame by frame, it says... but not Donkey Kong at certain points.
It's true.
Donkey Kong is the best. Like, how many fucking spikes can we put into one character?
Just give him all of them. Special spikes? Put them in there.
Yeah, absolutely.
But a lot of people were saying since King K. Rool is in it, and he's a big character in Donkey Kong 64, people are like, Lanky, where is
Lanky, my boy!
Hey, Lanky.
Stretch his arms out just for you.
Monkey Ball would be sick to put in there.
A little Monkey Ball guy?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I think he would be more of an assist trophy or something.
True. He looks like an assist trophy.
Yeah.
Even though they didn't put Donkey Kong in the game, maybe they'll like add DLC later for like NES Donkey Kong where he's like that'd
be amazing.
Little barrels.
They've been bringing in a lot of other things too, because now Monster Hunter's involved. Like they're bringing in Rathalos, which is one of the big monsters from Monster Hunter. Like one of the more recognizable
That's
ones.
awesome. I know that.
And he's an assist trophy and a boss that you can fight in that boss rush mode. Oh, in the Castlevania stage. Like all of the Castlevania bosses, if you have like the hazards on, will come into the stage. Like
That's
it will
cool.
it will randomly select one and it will show up, so it'll be like Frankenstein and the Flea Man, or the Mummy, or the Werewolf. There's a very small chance of Dracula appearing.
See, I don't get that. Why they put two? They put Simon in, obviously.
Simon and Richter.
Why they should have put?
What about Garfunkel?
Yeah, no, they should have put in Alucard. I think.
He's an assist trophy.
Stupid.
Well, I don't know. But Richter is the main guy from Rondo of Blood. You play as him in the very beginning of Symphony of the Night. He's the die monster. You don't belong in this world. That's him saying it. And oh man, do they say it? That's his reveal. Like he's Simon's fighting Dracula, and then Richter shows up and saves him from a fireball, and he says the line. It was great.
It's people pleasing. I mean, that's what.
It took them 19
their strongest marketing.
Took them 19
right
years to put a Castlevania character in it. They better fucking put him in.
That's Konami originally, right?
Konami, yep.
Yeah. Well, we're getting to almost an hour. Should probably wrap up. Maybe do listen to it or else.
Yeah. What about all your French music?
Yeah, no French music. You guys go first. I gotta actually look.
All right, my song is Despacito. It's new. No one's ever heard it. Sorry.
That's so sad.
I don't have one either.
That's so sad. Alexa, play Despacito.
Alexa, play Despacito.
I don't know.
If You Want Love by
Rain?
NF. It's a really good song.
What?
I'm going to explain why I like it. If You Want Love by NF.
By
NF.
Oh, like
NF.
the letters NF?
Yeah.
Why?
He won't explain.
It's a good song. I like it.
Are you debating me or something? Is that like an anagram for never gonna give you up or something?
No. It's just like it's a good song. I like it.
That's fair enough. I think Nate did something
catchy.
similar when he was here. He's like, Yeah, it's a good song.
Pretty good.
I like it. I don't have anything else to say about it.
Crap. I don't know what it.
Was he through Skype or was?
No, we brought him down.
I've never.
Yeah, he came over.
Have I met Nate?
Or probably not.
No, I think you've talked to him though.
How have I never met Nate?
We've
met him twice.
He came down from where?
Merrimack.
He lives that close and you guys never met him?
No, we've met him twice now.
Or like once before.
We went to a party.
Nate, if you're listening, don't show your face around here ever again.
But you guys play with him on Steam all the time, right?
Yeah.
Fucking dweebs, dude.
well, we met him via
contact
his
you?
brother.
I met Ian, his brother, at Katie's party.
Yeah,
You've met Ian.
Yeah,
she worked at the
Ian.
airport.
Dota Ian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And kicked my ass in Melee.
Yeah, he was really nice.
Yeah. For music.
I wanted to recommend Magic Trick, and I'm pretty sure it's by Brockhampton. I'm like kind of certain.
I love Rockhampton.
Yeah.
Have you heard Star by them?
No, maybe it's not. I'm going to say it is just for the sake of the discussion because it's probably a good song whether or not it's by him or not. But it's like, it's got Melty Cannon vibes. You know that artist I showed you where it's...
Yeah.
Every song's kind of different, a lot of like nature. Oh wow, got some thunder here.
And God's pissed.
God equals pissed. Mods equals gods. But it's a good song. It's got little like bloopy jams and it's nice to just chill out and listen to.
Bloopy jams.
Bloopy reggae jams.
Big bloopy jams.
There's a fucking boop on this thing.
No, I haven't really been listening to a whole lot of music recently. I'm mostly listening to soundtracks because I'm playing games and podcasts.
I've just been mostly listening to the silence and going deeper and deeper into the abyss.
Kind of mostly been toying with the inner monologue in my head.
This guy won't shut up.
You don't need music when you have personal demons.
I've been really enjoying just like slowly slipping into madness.
You have to get into the right mindset to play Darkest Dungeon. You have to slowly become insane
just
as
like
well.
that,
Yeah.
Just channel your inner conscience and think deeper into your own mind, and eventually the music starts to play.
I want to do one more thing.
You do?
Yes.
Okay.
I think we should recommend a video game.
Okay. I've played like 2 or 3, so I could probably throw a few their way.
Throw in one.
Like
because I want to play video.
Should we recommend you a video game? Or
yeah.
just okay.
Both.
Fidel Dungeon. It's Fidel Dungeon. I think it's Fidel Dungeon, like Fido, because it's a dog. Because you play as a little dog. I bought it recently, and it's from the creators of motherfucking Dead Cells. I'm pretty sure.
Really?
No, not Dead Cells. It's too early in development. It's a big name title, and it's a little 2D like dungeon crawler puzzle where you have you play a little dog, and you have to get to the
sounds adorable.
thing. Yeah, you can't cross over your leash because you get a tie knot in it. And you have to like get a certain amount of XP, and like you have to plan out your moves accordingly because it's like tile based, and you only get a certain number of moves, and or a certain amount of health, and you have to kill enemies and get health packs. And the soundtrack's really good. It's really really fun, and the aesthetic is great. Like the menu doesn't tell you anything; it just like gives you a puzzle at the menu, and that's how you start the game.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it struck me really nicely.
Yeah, I've been playing Darkest Dungeon, so I'd recommend
really
that.
It, huh?
Darkest Dungeon is like.
Is it grindy?
Yeah.
It's like a Final Fantasy thing, right? But it's just like strictly linear.
It's
but
more
you have your
like
party and turn-based combat.
Yeah. So do you know of it?
I know. Okay. I know a lot about it.
Yeah, but so you have to. Like it's a roguelike kind of. So you select your party of 4 out of your many people that you get via the wagon. Like people will come into the hamlet, and you can be like, "Oh, I want this bounty hunter. I want this man at arms." Mm-hmm. And then you select to go to multiple different places. And then you travel, depending on how long you might have to rest at a campfire. Like you get wood to make a campfire, and you rest. And you just crawl. It's a dungeon crawl. Like kind of like
you
a
2D.
You
need to feed them and stuff like that too.
Yeah, you need food. You need torches to keep your light going. And the main gimmick of it is the stress meter. Where, like, of course, when you get hit, you'll more than likely get a bit of stress, and then, like, enemy...
like, just a little stress, like, oh, I'm kind of behind on my bills. Also, I have a sword wound in my kidney.
Yeah, but then, like, some enemies only do stress damage to you, and so...
That seems worse than just damage.
Usually. So...
Those people are called lawyers.
You have...
And bitch ex-wives.
Bitch-ass ex-wives!
You have 2 stress meters, so once it fills up to 100... you then your character's resolve is tested, and they become either like fearful, abusive, something else.
Can anything ever come out good?
Yeah. Oh yeah. No. That's the opposite side of it. Like they could become like vigorous or like righteous, and like they
righteous,
and they like
PTSD.
Yeah.
Crippling anxiety.
Yeah, something like that, and then like the whole like they'll become vigorous, and then like the whole team is like, yeah, they get a bit of sanity.
He's vigorous. Yeah.
He's doing it. He's being a leader.
Hey, go get him, vigorous Vincent.
If you get a good roll, then it goes down to like 30.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't, then it stays at 100, and then it can go up to 200. And once you hit 200, they have a heart attack
and die.
They go on to death's door, which then if they get hit one more time, then they're dead. But you have an opportunity to save them.
Seems very forgiving.
No. No.
So they're stressed out all the time, constantly.
Yeah, but that's why you have multiple people, because you're only going to have a party of 4.
Have you ever had one guy who just keeps getting like the good one over and over again? So he's like the super fucking like
well, they lose
Double
the buff.
Vigilant.
They lose the buff once the quest is over. But it doesn't. But you don't lose it if they get the negative one. You have to make sure that their stress goes down. So you have you have to bring them, like, put them in the bar and give them a drink and all that. But yeah, no, that game's great.
Yeah. Me?
You suggested it.
Farming Simulator.
Wolf Among Us was really good.
Which season?
There's no second season yet.
Oh, there is
first
season.
season. Well, it could be out if someone listens to this later. But the first season, and it was really good. Like, and it's just like a really good just detective thing, and I actually liked it so much.
The story is the writing is awesome.
It is awesome.
The writing is
it really
good.
is the best one. They
Besides,
did.
Is that Telltale?
Besides Walking Dead, yeah.
Besides Walking Dead season 1.
I mean, Minecraft.
Season 1.
Obviously.
Yeah, like when the pig died. Fucking
oh yeah,
fuck. Always pig dies, dude. Yeah, I'm not gonna edit that out. I'll be fucking care.
It's just a really good game. You should play it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, that'll wrap up this episode of the podcast. Welcome back, Tyler.
Thank you. It's nice to be back.
We're gonna try and upload more regularly, I think, too.
Yeah.
Except he's going away for 4 days.
Now he's going away.
I can edit it in the meantime. But thank you for listening. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Peace.